This meeting is being recorded.
What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode of Ripped, Rattle, and Rose podcast. This is the place that we have authentic conversations on mental health, womanhood, sisterhood, and purpose. As always, I am your gracious host, Rose, and I'm always grateful to have you guys back in the place with me. If you are new, welcome. Do come back and often. And if you're a regular, welcome back. As always, once you hear the episodes, download them, like them, share them, send them out to anybody that could benefit from hearing them. Today, I have the honor of interviewing a very, very special young lady. If you are friends with me on Instagram or Facebook, then you probably know her. You've heard me refer to her as Boopy, Rai, my broke best friend, my supervisor, Rai the Great. But I will let her introduce herself today. Tell the people your name, your age, and the grade you're in.
My name is Raya. I'm in grade 4th, and I'm 9.
So you have been in 4th grade for almost a month. So far, what are you thinking about 4th grade? Is it everything that you thought it would be?
No.
Why not? Oh, what did you anticipate about 4th grade?
I thought it was going to be fun, but it's actually so boring. And the teacher didn't help us do anything.
Well, I mean, what are the benefits, though? Like, you have had pretty much the exact same classmates since, what, 2nd grade? Or was it 2nd grade? 3rd grade? Does that help to have the same students every year?
Yeah.
Okay, so your favorite thing about school is what?
Lunch and recess and language.
Oh, so you do have at least one subject that you actually enjoy about school? Yeah. Okay, well, you just turned 9. Does 9 feel any different from 8 so far?
No.
What did you anticipate with 9?
Nothing.
Every year I used to think like, okay, when I get this age, I'm gonna be able to ride my bike in the street. Like when I get this age, I'm gonna be able to do this by myself. Did you have anything in particular that you were interested in doing when you turned 9?
No, I felt the same age at 7.
But did you have a desire, something that you wanted to do at 9?
Nope.
So your favorite things in the world to do is what?
TikTok, swimming, and spending time with my family.
What is your favorite thing to do with your family?
Swim.
Oh yeah. So I thought that when you, like, by Majay and Rayvon being so much older than you, but you having older brothers, that you would not really have to experience arguing with them and fighting with them. And I'm really surprised that that's not always the case. So what is the best thing about having like super old brothers, and what is like the worst thing about it?
Okay, so worst thing about it, they're gonna either do this to you, take your arms, put you up to the wall, and keep you there for like a minute and a half until your arms are like sore. And the best thing about them is that they're very fun to play with. They will give me piggyback rides, and they will take me to the park when you say no.
I really appreciate that for them, because I don't like outside at all.
Of course you don't. And they will swim with me.
See? You see how that works? They love to do all the things that I don't enjoy doing.
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing about TikTok?
Nothing, just scrolling.
So you don't actually enjoy learning new dance moves, or do you learn like new things to do with your hair? Because I have different reasons why I'm on TikTok. Like sometimes they have the best ingredients and recipes for food. They have different hairstyles. They got a whole bunch of stuff. So, and I enjoy learning those little 15-second dance, they have me sweating bullets sometimes.
You forget the whole thing. It was a second. And then you're going to be like, let me watch this again 15 times. Let me watch this one more time. Let's, come on. Hey, hey, hey.
Well, sometimes, my partner is not necessarily being a partner. She is changing the dance moves and the routine at the last minute. And, when you get older, remembering those moves are not as easy. So whatever we plan to do, you need to stick to it, ma'am. Yes. Well, go ahead.
You're not that old. People still think that you're in your 20s when you're actually 39 and you're about to go to 40.
Excuse me. First of all, I didn't give you permission to give my age to folks. And okay, like, hello, this is definitely still looking good. However, I don't remember dance thingies so if we decide to do something and then right when the clock is ticking down, if you run off and you want to make this big debut on the camera, that is not what we anticipated, and it definitely throws me off. I asked you to stop doing that many times.
No. That's because I'm the shine. You stay back there. I know the moves better than you.
Right. So does that sound like teamwork to you? That sounds like you want me to be a backup singer.
It sounds like, look, I'm going to be in front because I know the moves better than you. And then you're going to be in back because you're taller than me anyways. And you don't know the moves as well as I do.
That's why you should do TikTok by yourself. That's exactly why I tell you that you need to be a one-man show, because you want to stand smack dead in front of the camera and you think you have the right to change the dance move. So we're going to let you have TikTok. What is your favorite thing to do with your cousins? Because there are lots of related friends that you have. Like, say, what's your favorite thing to do with the other girls?
With what? With who?
With the other girls, with Dea, Danny, Demi, Pooh.
Oh, you could have just
Randy.
said, oh, swim.
With everybody, you would just, because y'all did I was really surprised, and I probably didn't tell anybody this. When we went to California, it did not matter what water parks we went to. It didn't matter what amusement parks we went to. The kids literally swam for 6 to 7 hours every single day, even when it was cold. Everybody's feet was all beat up from the chlorine, and they refused to get out the pool.
Yeah. Eventually, they wanted to get out because their toe was bleeding, and I just stayed. Even though my toe was bleeding, I didn't care if that Band-Aid came off and floated away.
Right, but you wanted to act like you were crippled at the airport. Now my toes hurt so bad that I'm gonna cry, but not if I was in the pool.
Yeah. But you only live once, and you'll never let me swim.
That's not true. Like, not only did I let you swim, but I also risked my life and got in there with you. So
Let me tell, okay? So, me and her, we're gonna do a backflip, both in the 8 feet. As you know, I am a swimmer. I taught myself to swim, and we both went like that, and then flipped back. We went, and then flipped, did a front flip into the pool, and then I opened my eyes, and she's like, so, and she twisted and turning, and when she got to the top, she was like, and she went under again, and then she was like, my eyelashes. And then she went to go find a wall, and then in that video on Facebook, you could see her trying to swim into the she was swim all the way, grabbing onto the wall, and then getting the hot tub with her eyelash half coming off, and I literally swam to the bottom of 8 feet, touched the little thing where the blue thing was, and then I touched it, and then I shot up like a bullet, and I was out of. But she
what?
But you kept going like the. Do doggy paddle. I thought you had swimming lessons.
First of all, so basically, do not get in the water if you don't want to. Okay, I almost died. Everybody was out there. I was very upset with my sister, with my sister-in-law, with my brother, my mother. They all were so busy doing their own thing that I literally, I literally almost went under, and like nobody knew. And they like the fact that they did an entire video and I was on there struggling and nobody noticed. I'm still, you did notice, Raya. You did try to help me.
I tried to save you, but you said if you pick me up, you're gonna go under when people are really light in water, and I can hold my for a long time. So get up there. Ooh.
No, I wasn't gonna risk your life. So, but I can say that for me, because it was my first time going on a family vacation with everybody, that was hands down one of the best vacations that I've ever in my life went to. Did you enjoy?
Yeah.
It was sad going home. I was not prepared to go home.
Me either. On the last day, I thought we could swim a little more.
Nobody needs to swim. Everybody was walking around with beat up feet. Everybody had a bunch of band-aids on their toes. Y'all needed to come out of that water. That was it. It was enough. Well, enough.
And Daya left her goggles in the 7 feet.
Yeah, I mean, I was impressed. I'm not gonna tell any tales to watch how fearless you guys were to be that little jumping in those big amount of water. It was very impressive. I can not tell any tales. And then too, I have not been on a roller coaster with your grandmother in some time. So listening to her.
Last time we were gonna go on the slide, I was gonna go with her just to hear her scream.
Exactly.
But she backed out. And then Wayne, you take her. I'm like, so God, if you don't get your butt over here and face your fears, I'm gonna pull you.
I think she's gotten more careful. She used to get on everything. When we were younger, when we went to Great America, I wanted to sit next to her because she was acting completely crazy. I didn't even pay attention to the ride. I was laughing at her the entire time because you seen her on that little ride in that little ride for Danny. Like, really, you think you can fall off of there?
She was like, oh no, when is it over?
She said she was scared it was gonna come open. Oh my goodness. So, one of my favorite things about you is your understanding of God. So when you hear the name God, like, what do you think of?
Almighty, powerful, and great.
Yeah. So do you feel like those are things that you were told, or is that something like when you think of him yourself and you think of how you feel in his presence, you think of almighty, powerful, and great?
Yeah.
I don't know if I necessarily knew that at 9. I mean, I'm glad that you do. Because in life, like, what?
You were born in the dinosaur ages and you didn't even know that?
I first of all, stop saying that. It's very rude. I think that it's wild that you really think that I was born in the dinosaur. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, Raya, your mother is not old, and stop saying that, okay? She's young and vibrant.
What potion did you use to keep you young? I'm gonna need that.
Well, anyway, I'm not gonna play these games with you. So, do you feel like what do you feel like help you understand God better? Because I know that you go to school and that's a God-focused school, and then you've gone to church pretty much your whole life, and then there is God incorporated at home. What do you feel like works the best for you to have a better understanding and relationship with God? Is it school? Is it at home? Is it at church? Is it all of it?
All of it, because some I learned from school and some I learned from church.
Okay.
then they would explain. Well, the church really wouldn't explain. They'd be saying a lot of whole things that I don't understand. So I would say school, actually.
How come at church, why didn't you ask questions like, why did you hear it and not say, hey, what do you mean by that?
Wouldn't I just interrupt it? I thought
No. I mean, like when you guys used to go in like the children's ministry,
the man was sweating.
did you ask questions then? Like when you guys, it was only the kids, not like the regular church.
No, I already knew those stories and knew what they meant.
Oh, so when you're in church where the adults are, you have a hard time understanding that stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, well that makes sense.
I'm like,
I just didn't. I just didn't want you to be in an environment where you are supposed to be asking questions and you don't take advantage of it.
I don't.
Hmm?
The man was sweating to the boat. I don't think he would even see me raise my hand, or he would just do something like that, or he'll just think I'm doing something. I don't know.
No. During the service, you won't be able to ask questions. But when I was younger, we went to I guess it was Sunday school. So we would be with just the kids, and that would be an opportunity to hear the word, to ask questions, so that we know how to apply it to our life. Because it doesn't do a whole lot to just know it, but not actually know how to apply it. So I know that you're only 9, and you haven't gone through a whole lot. But what do you feel has been like the most difficult thing for you to overcome? Well, yeah, you have to talk because everybody won't see the video.
Smoothie. My poor Smoothie died.
Yeah, he that definitely was tough. Like Smooth has been around forever before you.
15.
Yeah, 15 years. There are parts that gives me peace because I know that, like, his bones are not hurting anymore, but definitely miss him, miss his presence, miss his bad behavior, miss him growling. Yeah, it's like I still, when I go to Gaga's house, when I open the door, I expect him to like be there because, it's what he did. So what was your favorite thing about Smooth? Because see, I've known Smooth for like when he was a baby. You know him when he was kind of older. What was your favorite thing, and what was your least favorite thing about Smooth too?
That he bit me, first of all. Like, man, I didn't do nothing to you. That was us. I gotta go get stitches and every day and everything. Then I couldn't even walk because my foot hurted so bad. I had to crawl on the floor and my legs still hurted. My foot still hurted. And I had to ask Abby to carry me to the kitchen.
Yeah, he did. He definitely bit you pretty good. I mean, Smooth has definitely nipped everybody, but that was a bit much. But I do believe that it was because his vision and his hearing was going, so he was always like on guard. Yeah, I mean, Smooth, he definitely had you, Dea, Demi, Pooh, all of y'all was Pooh. He had all of y'all together. The only person that was not scared of him was Rangy, which scared me. Like, sir, would you please stop bothering the dog?
Rangy was on the pot, and he was just sitting when Smooth came walking by, and I'm just on the bed. I'm scared of Smooth too. I'm like, Rangy, come here, now. And Smoothie, I'm like, don't pet the dog. And then he's like, I do pet Smoothie. And petting him, but Smooth was growling like that. And then Smooth is petting the dog. And then Rajay was like, came out the bathroom and was like, come on, Rangy. And Gaga was like, Rangy, get over here. And then Rangy came walking. He didn't got no pants on. And he walked his butt into the kitchen. And Smooth was attacking the pot.
Exactly. That's why I was scared for Rangy, because it didn't scare him. And seeing as though that, like, so you have TTs that you listen to, like TT and CC. So if they tell you to come here or do something and you actually come, does your nephew listen to you? Does he follow your directions?
He's gotten better at listening.
Rangy has gotten better at listening?
Yeah, he will listen to me all the time now.
Raya, help me, Raya. So he makes you, like, do you feel like a TT?
I mean, yeah, when he keeps begging.
When he's begging?
Yeah. Raya. Raya. What? I'm hungry.
He always hungry.
Like, leave me alone. You already had a whole full bowl of cereal and some grapes. So
would you say that since you guys are kind of considered the older kids, you, Pooh, and Daya, and Demi, like, would you guys say that y'all good babysitters?
I mean, I'm a good babysitter. Dad doesn't do nothing to help except yell at them. So last time when we were at Gaga's house, Danny had peed on the couch and Rangy had peed all over the floor. And so I'm like, Dad, look what they did. And she started shouting at them. And then they were just walking around in the pee and stuff. And
so that was like less to do with the little people and more to do with the bigger people in the room. I think that when you all are paying attention, I think that you guys are really good babysitters and everybody's going to be alive and well when you're all in the same room. But if the iPads are involved, no, it's every man for themselves, which can be potentially dangerous for little people because they don't have the mind to know like what is safe and what is risky and what you shouldn't do. Like everybody, like right now, Rangy wanting to put things in the oven, like it has to be, he understands that he's not supposed to do it, but he doesn't really understand to what extent that could be dangerous. So we just have to keep an eye on them and then remind them why things are not a good idea.
And then Daya just went back to her iPad because we were playing three.
Both of you did. I was there that day. I was not impressed with neither one of y'all, to be totally honest, or Ramage.
No, I literally sent them to the pot, grabbed them out, and started cleaning. I'm like, Daya, help me clean the couch. Put this crayon. He's like, I will. Hold on a second. Let me do this.
So as far as school is concerned, as far as school is concerned, so like bullying, do you guys have anti-bullying conversations at your school, or like do you feel like most of the people that you go to school with, that they would feel comfortable saying this happened to me and expecting something, to feel safe and protected in the environment?
I don't know.
So you guys you go to school, like, do your teachers have because every year we would have conversations about anti-bullying, like what is not acceptable, hitting people, keeping your hands to yourself, not taking people's possessions. You guys don't have those conversations?
Only when that type of stuff kind of happens. So when I was with Miss Dogcup in 3rd grade, until Mary stepped on my foot.
We're not going to give names, ma'am.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Until a student stepped
on my foot incident. She was like my teacher was like and then that was the first time she said it, and then
So do you feel like when you reported it to the teacher, the way she responded to it, did you feel like it was important to her like it was to you, or no?
No. She was like don't hit people, or so they did at recess. I just nudged her arm a little because she nudged my arm, and the teacher was like, you just pushed the student. 5 minutes for you, because we had to go stand at the wall for 1 minute, so I got 5 minutes and she got to go early.
So in your opinion, with how that was handled, did you feel like in the future you would feel comfortable reporting that somebody's done something to you that made you feel like it was injustice, or would you feel like I need to handle it myself because the teachers didn't respond in a way that I would have preferred?
Huh?
With the way the teacher responded, would it make you comfortable telling again, or did you feel discouraged? Like there's no point in telling because nothing is going to happen.
I'm not going to tell again.
Because you feel like nothing's going to happen?
They just going to say the same old thing.
What about if you saw another student being mistreated? Would you say anything? You have to talk.
Yeah, one time that happened when I was like in 2nd grade or 3rd grade. I think I was in 2nd grade, and these two first graders were fighting, and yeah, I have no idea what they were fighting about. I think they didn't want to be friends anymore, or one wanted to be a friend and one was mad at the other and didn't want to be their friend. I had no idea. I think that's what they were fighting about, but I'm not sure, and I have no idea what I said.
So, but I'm saying, like, would you tell a teacher? Because it's one thing for two friends to not want to be friends anymore. It's another thing for somebody to be completely being like mistreated, or somebody like it's a more passive student that's being kind of pushed around by a more aggressive student. And because the other student is not going to hit back. So I feel like it's important to not just be the kind of person where if it doesn't concern you, then you don't care about it. Like if you see something that's not right, then you need to report it, because that's what you would want somebody to do in an event that it was you, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I appreciate you for being a guest. I don't know if we'll do this again anytime soon. What? You look like you're going to say something.
Wait. I'm the guest.
Yes, ma'am. You're definitely not the host.
I am the host. You're the guest here, ma'am. And see, I even know the entrance. Hi, guys. Welcome to Ripped, Rattled, and Rolled.
Okay, so we're definitely at the end of the episode. See, this is what's wrong with people. They don't know how to be a guest. So I thank you for being a guest. I thank you for letting us have a little view in the life of Riley. Of course, if you guys like this episode, download, like, and share at me. And thank you, Raya, again for coming in. And you guys know what to do. If you want to reach me, if you have any other episode topics or titles, you can email me on Facebook, Instagram, or Gmail, all Ripped, Rattled, and Rose. Raya, is there anything else? Because you look like you want to say something before we go.
I'm your supervisor.
Not in this respect. Right now, you're a guest. Is there any final words that you'd like to say to the people on your way out?
Bye.
All right, it is your girl. We are out.